Government officials insist that this is an isolated incident.
Warning: the following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Welcome back. Another edition of the Buzz Podcast. Your boy Cujo, bringing it to you another day. Another wake up is always good, right? Yeah. That's always a good sign when you wake up and you're able to breathe. This time, as you can see, our co-host is MIA. He still hasn't been let out of rehab. He can't put that bottle down, man. Hopefully, one of these days he will. If it's not one thing, it's another addiction. Addiction's a hell of a thing. So, as you see, we have a beautiful young lady with us. She is, some of y'all might know her, or once you hear her voice, you'll know exactly the voice. Sideline reporter, student athlete, reporter for the Miner Minute, part of ESPN host. You might have seen her on the golf courses. You might see her everywhere. She goes by the name of Paige Wood. Appreciate you making the way out here. I know it's a little bit of a drive from UTEP, but appreciate you coming out here and taking the time to share a little bit of insights on the world with our viewers and our listeners.
Of course. Well, thank you for having me. I'm stoked to be here. I know it was a little bit out here. I'm like, man, I always forget how big El Paso is, and I'm driving, seeing a couple tumbleweeds. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I remember where we are, but I'm excited to hopefully reach a new audience today, get a couple new listeners and viewers, and hopefully bring on some more people.
There you go. So, Paige, where are you from? So you're from McKinney, right?
Yes, exactly.
Damn,
yes,
you see, I did a little bit of research.
On it, nailed it, crushed it.
That's about as much
Next
as I've
question.
done. That's about as much as I've done. McKinney's out by Dallas?
Yes. It's only like a 30-minute drive. Yeah,
okay.
So it's pretty close. I usually just tell people Dallas because they never know McKinney. But
Yeah.
You nailed it with that one for sure.
So how have you adjusted to El Paso? Is it a big adjustment to you?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, it's definitely completely different, but not in any bad way. I would say the people here are awesome.
Yeah.
The food is better here. McKinney has great food, but there's so
Right.
much more culture here, which I appreciate. Being bilingual, I've been able to use a little bit more of my Spanish here, which is awesome. So I would say it's not too bad of an adjustment. I would say the heat here is way better than McKinney. I mean, that humidity, oh my God, like it's rough out there. So all good adjustments.
Yeah, well, I know for the ladies, it's definitely takes a toll on your guys' hair. I'll take a toll on your guys' hair for sure.
Yes, I got that natural curl going on too.
Ooh,
you can't see it underneath all this, but it's in there. And so I get that Monica from Friends, the afro's up, the hair's everywhere. Like,
Nice.
it's a disaster. So definitely love the dry heat here.
So how did you end up in El Paso? How did that come about?
Yeah, for golf, actually. I played at an NAIA school,
Okay.
and the NCAA released, it was perfect timing. This time last year, a new rule that said if you played NAIA, you had 1 year of eligibility to go play NCAA.
Okay.
And I was looking at jobs. I was trying to figure out where I was going to fit in the industry as far as sports broadcasting. And then I got an Instagram message from Coach Sims, who is now my current coach. And he said, hey, we've got a spot. Would you like to come on a visit? And I thought, well, this is good timing. I got to check it out because I'm kind of schooled out. I was there for 4 years, had 2 degrees and a minor. I was like, do I really want to do more school? I'm pretty tired.
Right.
But honestly, it worked out that way. I came on the visit, fell in love with it, met Coach. He's a great coach. The girls on the team, I mean, it was the perfect opportunity with perfect timing. Damn. So I ended up really coming here and just loving it. And I thought, compared to the other job opportunities that may have been lined up or were in the works, I thought this is a great time to grow myself as a person and advance in my career as a sports broadcaster. Yeah. And I was able to have the opportunity to do both. And so, I mean, that's kind of how I ended up here. I got here in August. and have been here ever since. And I have loved it. I've absolutely loved it.
Damn. So NIA, what's that? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, NAIA. I know, because it's such a low level of sports. I know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Intramural.
I know. I'm throwing myself underneath the bus here. I'm like, yeah, I was an NAIA athlete. No, but you know what, though? There's so many good athletes that play NAIA that don't commit to a D1 level for various amounts of reasons.
Okay.
Some being accessibility, some being maybe they don't want to be an athlete and that's it. They want to pursue a career that needs more time, like nursing or engineering. And a lot of these schools at the athletic level won't let you study sometimes what you want to study because of the commitment it takes to be good at a D1 level.
Okay.
So playing NAIA, it was just like a separate level of golf. It's a separate division, but just as good of players. Like
Right.
I mean, our team was awesome. I played at Oklahoma City University, very small school, but our team was kick-ass. I mean, such a good team, so many good girls on the team, and it was awesome. We won so many tournaments.
Damn.
So having the opportunity to play both was really a cool thing that I can add to my resume and to my career as a golfer, because it's like, yeah, I got that JUCO style, that NAIA style, but then I came here to the big leagues, if you will, like in air quotations here,
Right.
like I got that opportunity to do both, which is just awesome.
So when it comes to like the division, Division I school, when it comes to golf, like I've never really, heard of certain schools being standout for golf.
Yeah.
What makes a school like a standout school? Like, say for example, the Duke of basketball.
Yeah.
What makes that how does that transition like in golf? Like what makes a good program?
Ironically, Duke has a great women's team.
Oh, really?
I don't really keep up. Yeah, like it's it's kind of funny how that works. I know, right? Duke, there it is. There's your answer. It's the only school you need to go to. I would say it's kind of, golf is weird like that, where it's not like a ticketing sport. People aren't watching it all the time. I can't speak on behalf of men's teams, but for women's teams, I notice a lot of the same big schools that you see great basketball teams at, great football teams at. I know UT has a great golf program. They've always been really good. Couple of girls that came out of there and went right into the LPGA, like started playing professionally. So golf is one of those weird sports, though, where you don't have to play at the Dukes to go pro. Now, your level of success, that can be determined on the level that you played at in college.
Okay.
So maybe you see your top dogs coming out of Duke and they're going to be more dominant on a professional tour. But I've also seen a lot of great golfers come out of the NAIA schools, or lower level, if you will, which people think it is. It's kind of not, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
More for a money standpoint. But I would say, I mean, really, it just depends on the school. I would say it fluctuates every year, much like we see in basketball and football, the portal, the transfers, all of it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the Carolina schools, Arizona schools, I mean, your top dogs are usually good across the board in sports. So kind of the same in women's golf in that way.
So when you're getting recruited and what does the recruitment look like for a golfer? Because I know, like, when they show, or when they've seen in the movies, right? When they show the basketball players, they have the arena and the lights and glitter and glamour and their names up in the Raptors. What is it like to be recruited for as a golfer?
Well, we don't get the Lamborghinis out. I can tell you that much. We don't
No,
get
it's
the
Paso.
We don't get the fancy cars. It kind of depends on people's journey. Mine was a lot more casual in a sense. Well, at least coming here to UTEP, only because I'm a fifth-year student. I had already done 4 years of undergrad, so it didn't need to be this whole shebang for me to come on a recruitment trip. It was just like, hey, check it out, make sure you like it, good to go. For the other girls, I would say, that are really going into their first year of university, it kind of, nowadays we see a lot more social media recruitment. Like, coaches will come out and watch you play, or they'll just DM you. Like, what happens now is we see a lot of international students. I'm the only American on my team here at UTEP.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So obviously you can't necessarily fly out a girl from Thailand in 2 days and, check it out. And they do that as well.
Right.
But social media has been a huge tool as far as the recruitment process in golf, because now you can recruit girls from across the world and easily see their swings and message them and speak with them and see what they like. And then if it gets to the point, well, then you can bring them on a visit.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different, I would say, just from a golf standpoint, because we really do have so many more international players. I would say more than most sports teams in any level. So
how many people are on the team? How many?
We have 8.
8?
Question mark?
8-ish?
Not a period?
Eight-ish?
Yeah. I always lose count because I'm like, we have our assistant coach.
Yeah, no,
and
there's
coach.
a midget in there.
Yeah, me. I'm like half,
Right, you gotta
half
count
a
for
person.
0.3.
Ironically, my other Thai teammate, Ann Parrish, she is a very small gal. So we always joke like, her and I kind of complete a whole, right? It's like coach only recruited half of us. So it's great.
We each played 9. We each played 9 holes.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
So what would be the equivalent for you girls? When bringing the girls out to woo them here. I know,
Sure.
like for guys, we're gonna take them to a strip club.
Yeah.
What is it? What's the equivalent for you girls?
Golf is a lot more cleaner than that. So that's the
I
good
don't know.
news.
I don't know, my boy.
From what I've gotten, I
My
don't
boy
know.
Tiger Woods might say differently.
Oh, yeah. You better ask old Woodsy there.
Oh yeah, he's rolling.
Yeah, Tiger Woods' recruitment might have been a little bit different than mine.
Yeah,
I can
he's
tell you
fucking
that
rolling,
much.
boy.
I know, he's on one. Well, I know that for us, it's more, we'll go see the country club, go out to, nice dinners. It just kind of depends. Like sometimes I know a couple girls in the past, like they've gone to like a Top Golf or gone to like a sporting event with the team. Like say there's a local baseball team, like they would go there and watch a game with the team. Just, it kind of depends on the coach and where you're at. I've heard a variety
What's
of
the
different.
craziest one you've heard? Anything?
Nothing crazy.
Nothing too wild.
No, nothing crazy.
Take them to like a Hooters
I
or
wish I had a
something.
good story. I know. Yeah, we went to Twin Peaks
Went
for
to Twin
dinner.
Peaks to hang out.
No,
For happy
actually,
hour.
I mean, that's the great thing is that it's really just a good time. Like, it's nothing crazy, and I wish I had a crazy story. You don't come across it very often in golf. So, nothing really out of the park, just pretty normal dinners, going out to nice restaurants, spending time with the girls. I've heard of stories where, like, a girl went out on her own, like, to go. I don't know what
Just
she was up
explore.
to. Yeah, just I don't know.
Explore.
I mean, I would never do that on a recruiting trip, like go out to a bar. But like I've heard of things like that. But again, it depends on who you're talking to, where they are.
Yeah.
That's really about as crazy as it gets. Is like a girl going out to a bar. I mean, I don't know.
Those wild ass ladies.
Crazy.
Wild ass
I
ladies. You
know.
gotta you gotta ream them down.
Reel them in.
You gotta calm them down because you can't have that nonsense here.
Yeah. But luckily none of the girl and that girl or whoever I speak about in that sense, like I didn't directly like know her. You know what I mean? So I would say even in my circle,
It's just those myths that
I know the
stories.
legends of the girl that went to the bar. I know.
That's all it was. The ones that we don't ever talk about again.
Crazy.
So how did you get into golf? Because that's not really like a lot. A lot of people, especially when it comes coming out of high school, it's either your usual track, field, your basketball, your softball.
Yeah.
Some places we got swimming.
Sure.
How did golf come about for you?
I actually was a gymnast before I was a golfer.
That's the natural transition.
Yeah, right? Super springboards to driving ranges, right? Totally normal.
It makes so much
Yeah,
sense.
oh yeah, we're good.
We
Yeah,
should
it
have
all
just started
makes
with
sense
that.
now.
Should have just started with that.
Yeah, I know, right? So I really just started there and I got burnt out at a really, really young age. And I didn't know what that word meant because I was so young. I was getting stomach aches really bad every night. And I thought that there was like something wrong with me. Like we were going to doctors, we were getting things checked out. And I didn't know that it was stress.
Oh, wow.
Stress, like high chronic stress. But I didn't know that because I was, 10 years old or however old I was. So I thought I'm going to play a sport that's like easy going, right? Like, I mean, I'm super ultra competitive. So I wanted to play something that not a lot of the other girls were playing. I wanted to try something that not everything is like what my friends were doing. A lot of them were in volleyball and like you said, track and dance and cheer. And I thought, well, I'm going to try golf. Like it seems kind of cool. And my dad has played, not at a high level. He goes out with the boys on a Saturday and crushes it or doesn't, but thought I want to try it. So I did a summer camp and I started to like it. And then I went back and then kind of just kept going from there. I started junior tournaments and just really got into it. And I got pretty good pretty quickly, which I think helped. I feel like for a lot of kids getting into golf, they're like, I'm bored. I want to go home. And you're like, no, Timmy, you got 10 more range balls. Keep going.
Keep going.
But for me, you couldn't really get me off the course. Like I loved it. And I saw my progression as an athlete, as a young athlete quickly. Like I thought, oh, I can do this. Like I'm already hitting it a little bit further than these girls and a little bit better than them. So maybe I can keep going.
Right.
So it just motivated me to keep it going. And I didn't know though that golf was not going to be less stressful than gymnastics. I mean, this sport is mental. Like it is absolutely mental. And I've met so many athletes that have gone on the golf course and said, your sport's hard. I'm like, yeah,
Really?
I know. I may not be trucking down 200, whatever, 80-pound guys
Right.
on a field, but yeah, it's really hard. So I would say I definitely learned that along the way. I thought little Paige thought, I'm going to play a sport that's easy. Pff,
Yeah.
She had no idea. She had no idea what she was talking about.
It was at that moment.
Yeah, but luckily it's worked out, and I've loved it, and I've learned to overcome the mental challenges of just
Yeah.
being a golfer, and it's hard. So I've learned to work with it, get some practices, reading some books, things like that every athlete kind of goes through, but just kind of getting over the tough mental part of golf.
So, say for somebody like myself, which I, I've always done the football, the baseball, the
Sure.
softball. For golf, for the life of me, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So whenever I'm trying to swing, it feels like a baseball swing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not good.
So I know I'm over.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm always chucking it to the left, or it's always being sliced, or that's
Yeah.
if I make contact with the fucking ball.
If it doesn't.
What's the best advice you'd have? Because now that I'm getting older, I can't do the football now.
Sure.
I
Sure.
can't do these other sports, and I know. I hear a lot of people say, how not only I guess when you go out with the boys, it's less stressful because more
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just shooting the shit.
Yep.
But where could I start so I could learn a little bit more, not look like a complete jackass? Because I want to take care of that part on the golf course myself.
Yeah, you may never get rid of that. No, I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
kidding. I'm
that's
just
not
kidding.
going anywhere. That's part of my charm, actually, as they would say.
I would say for a sport like golf, start small, right? So think of one thing to focus on that day and then
Okay.
try to do it. So if you're hitting it left all the time, tell yourself, or maybe just watch a couple YouTube videos. I know a lot of guys now that are even my brother himself, he's getting into it and he watches so many golf YouTube videos and they're helpful. You don't need to pay $500 for a couple lessons. You
Yeah.
can get it all for free now. So
Okay.
watch a couple videos. If you're missing it one way, you can literally YouTube how to not shank the ball, and they'll help you. It's
I'll find a new
impressive.
sport. Let me upload one. Like, no, just
Boom,
find a new
there you
sport. just commentate. You're good.
Yeah, exactly. So I would just say start small, watch a couple YouTube videos, and then try one thing each time you play. You can't change it all at once. You can't fix the swing all at
Right.
once. Start small. Do a little bit here, a little bit there, and then focus on one thing at a time. And usually that's the quickest way that I would say people see improvement is, or just practicing, even if it's 30 minutes, go out, chip and putt, whatever. Again, you don't have to pay a bunch of money I know golf is still maybe a more expensive sport because,
Right.
you got to pay for the cart fee and then the membership and everything, but there's a lot of really good public ranges you can go to. Get a bucket of balls for $15 and just whack them around.
go.
Just go. Just try it a little bit every day. Spend some time outside, and then on the weekends you can go get some brewskis with the boys and tee it up and maybe shank some, maybe not. But that's the fun in it. It's just doing a little bit each day that can make
Yeah.
a huge difference.
No, I'm as long as the way I see it, as long as my swing isn't as bad as Charles Barkley's, I'm straight. I'm good because that's
I know.
that's the thing of art.
How did he get to that point? Is what I want to know.
I think it's the age, the weight, the injuries,
Yeah.
he's what 6'8", 6'9"?
Yeah, a little bit of height.
Yeah, so
Little bit.
it's kind of weird for him to be bent over
Yeah.
after attacking boards his whole fucking
Yeah,
career.
no kidding. No
it's
kidding.
kind of, I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to see Shaq do it. I don't know if I've ever seen Shaq with a golf club or
I think I
swinging.
have. I don't think it's very pretty either.
Yeah. I wouldn't imagine. 'Cause I don't
Steph
think-
Curry's a great golfer, though.
Well, yeah, he's like force. Steph can't miss. That boy,
True, actually true.
that boy's legit. He's
True,
a
true.
goat.
But Caitlin Clark, she's a basketball player as well, and she's
Yeah.
great at golf. She's actually really good. A lot
Really?
of people. I mean, again, that's not her main sport, but
Yeah.
that's just a pure athlete, though. You
Yeah.
can't take the athlete out of the athlete.
Man.
She could pick up anything and would probably be pretty good at it. But
Yeah, Caitlin's. What What were your thoughts when you saw Caitlin in the WNBA, and it feels like she's being targeted by everybody wants to knock her the fuck out,
Yeah.
everybody.
I more just saw all of the things between her and Angel Reese. I don't like athletes that are all bark and no bite. Like
Yeah.
we want to see you play good. You know what I mean? Like the media stuff is a little bit overdone. I think I love Caitlin Clark. I think she's a pure athlete. She's her head to the grind, like head to the stone, focusing, or I don't know what is that term? I don't know. I always mess up the terms. I need to quit trying them.
No, that's good.
I need to quit trying. So,
One of these days they're going to land.
I know. Maybe 30 years from now. Maybe whenever I'm 90 and I'm like, I've lived a long life. I know what the saying is now. God, I always mess those up. And I know, you know what? And I know my family's going to watch it and be like, Paige, come on. Like, it's not that, it's this. I'm like, oh, right. Sorry.
We'll take a mulligan on it. Take a
Good
mulligan on
yeah,
it.
God, one stroke penalty. Jeez Louise. Well, whatever. Caitlin keeps her head down. She's grinding. She does the job, and she's not all about the barking, which I love about her. So for me, and especially as a woman athlete, like, I don't know, we get so wrapped up in like the woohoo, whatever, like just people trying to talk all the talk, but like I just want to see the action. Like I want to see you drain, you know. I don't know how many points in a game, like she crushes it. So
No, she's a beast.
for me, I love her. Like I think she's great, and I think her shutting down the media with doing what she does is the perfect way to do it.
Yeah, no, what I was seeing, because I know my sister's a huge Caitlin Clark fan, and I was like, you know what, dude, so, you know, me being the typical male,
Here we go.
the typical male I am, you know, if she's not in the kitchen, no, I'm just kidding. No, because I mean, you know, when you talk about women's sports, or I should say that back, women's basketball, it's like, I mean, it's great when after they play the same amount of time as the guys, and it's fucking the scores 48 to 43 is like, but then when you see Caitlin go out there, she's putting up 40 on her own. It's like, man,
she crushes it.
And you see the excitement that she causes, not only just shooting, but she's got a hell of an eye when she sees the floor. Yeah, her eye is like, I mean, it's on the range of like Magic Johnson, all the greats, the Hornacek, all the greats, and it's like, dude,
absolutely,
this lady is fucking amazing. Like how
she is.
And that's the thing that I was getting. I was like, how the hell could everybody, how can you put a target on her when she's the only reason people are watching this shit?
It's true. And it's true. And maybe this will come back and bite me, but like, I'm kind of with you. Like, I am a woman in sports, and I know nobody's going to go out and watch golf for 4 hours. Like, they just won't. Like, and whether it's golf or women's golf, like, I understand it. You have to make the money to produce more. Like, I understand how the sports system works. Do I wish LPGA got paid even as much as the men do? Of course. Like, of course I want that. But unless you're getting the viewership, like, it's also a business. You have to get the revenue coming in order to get nicer things or bigger purses, like whatever. And I mean purses and like literal golf purses. Hey, but it's true. Like you have to be able to generate, and that's where people like. And we've seen the WNBA grow, which is awesome because of women like Caitlin Clark, who have been such an inspiration to so many young girls and just sports fans in general. So I mean, I it's tough because as a reporter and as an athlete right now, I see both sides of it, you know, like I am an advocate for women's sports, but I also understand it's still a business at the end of the day, and you have to generate revenue to get anything. So, I mean, I see both sides, like, but I'm with you though. Like I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
So now going on to that part about being the reporter and getting into that. Yeah. How did you end up going that route as far as for career wise? What is it about sports that catches you?
I really always grew up watching sports, really. What's funny, though, is I didn't grow up watching all of them. I really was into hockey. My entire, like, young girl watching sports, hockey was the thing that was on in our household, and that was it.
I've never seen hockey.
Ever?
No.
What?
I want.
You're missing out.
I hear a lot of great things about it. I hear it's I hear for that you got to be live to watch it to appreciate it first.
It's true.
And then you could get it.
I would say if you get the chance, do it. Yeah. Absolutely. But people struggle with keeping up with the puck a lot. But the atmosphere in a hockey rink is just unbeatable. Obviously, it's more enclosed, so it sounds a little bit louder. Fans seem a little bit more like riled up. But I mean, if you get the chance, go. In hockey, you are missing out. And I know it's tough though. Like some people just can't get into it. Yeah, that was in my house. Like it was always on. It was always like, hey, you know, I don't care what you're saying. TV's up. Like game's on. Come on, focus. Like you know what I mean. So that's kind of how I got into it. Was really watching a lot of hockey, and I was a gymnast at a young age, like I said. And then whenever I got to university, I didn't like math. I didn't like science. And I thought, well, gosh, what major am I going to do? I don't really want to do business. Like I'm too creative almost in a way. Like I thought I have this creative outlet. I need to get it out. Business is not really for me as well. So I thought, well, I'll try communications. Let's just see where it goes. If I
Right.
don't like it, I can always switch later. So started out in that and didn't really get into sideline reporting until my junior year.
Damn.
So I've only been doing it for almost, I'd say like 2.5 years now, maybe
Yeah.
like 2 years. And I got into it because I was always at the basketball games, volleyball games, like at our small school. And we had kids from all over the world there, like Ethiopia, Brazil, Italy, France, everywhere.
Yeah.
And they were so good and nobody was talking about them.
Right.
And I was like, why are we not talking about them? These kids are awesome. And their parents, poor parents, like 12-hour time difference over there, want to watch like their kid during the
Right.
game, but they can't. So I started thinking like, okay, maybe if I can tell their stories in a way and like post online, then their family will watch and then they'll want to like go to the games or go like broadcast it or whatever.
Right.
I just tried to build a little bit more of a community. And so it was really at OCU. Like, yes, I grew up watching sports, but it was really at OCU where I thought, like, there's a huge disconnect here, and I'm going to be the one to build the bridge. So I just kind of did. I went to our athletic department, and I'm sure if people are listening to this, I've heard this story, like, countless times. But it's true, though, because, like, I went to our athletic department and our athletic director and our head of communications. And I said, hey, like, I want to be a sideline reporter. We don't have one, do we? And they were like, no. And I said, okay, well, I want to do it. And they were like,
You do now.
like, yep, and you're hired.
Hired
for
myself.
$0 pay.
I hired myself.
You're in. Yeah. So I did so many hours unpaid, but I just loved it. I mean, I was there mornings, nights, whatever, like whatever time game day was, I was there.
Right.
So I would grab my tripod, my mini mics, and then they ordered me a ring light. So I would take that thing with
nice.
me everywhere. I mean, me and my ring light were besties. So
Yeah.
we went everywhere. I started doing that. And then it just kind of like took off. I'd started trying photography, started trying writing a little bit more. So I became a sports editor actually for our student publications.
Dope.
So I was doing a little bit of everything. And I was like, I love this. I love the athletes. I'm an athlete. And like now I have even closer friendships with them because I'm able to cover them. So
Yeah.
having that relationship also starting out in my career was really helpful because I had a lot of friends that I interviewed and they would always kind of like, they'd be embarrassed, but I'm like, get over here. Like, come, we're friends. Like, get over here. Like, stand next to me. Like,
Yeah.
we got to be in the shot. So having that ability to be close with them and start was like the perfect combo wombo I had going. And I just kept doing it and I loved it.
Damn. So now you've been able to bring that here to UTEP also.
Yeah.
You've been doing the minor minute. What is a minor minute for those of us that haven't heard about it or don't know exactly what it is, but they've heard the name?
Sure. We brought it back from years ago. I heard that a long time ago we were doing minor minutes, and it was basically kind of what you think of a minute with a minor. Like you do a quick video highlighting their game for that week or something that they've been working on and that they're excited to showcase. And it's just a quick little social hit video
Right.
just to get them out there. It's a little bit of promotion too. Like maybe fans didn't know that there was a basketball game or whatever, going on. So a way for promotion for the athlete, but also just to hear a little bit more from them before their game.
Yeah.
A lot of it was fun because I got to interview Coach Scotty Walden, Malachi, whenever he was here, Cam Thomas, Wanda May. I mean, Xavier Smith was the other one. And so being able to kind of like talk with them and just, it was really casual. It was like, hey, what have you been working on? What are you excited for?
Yeah.
And kind of promo them. So got to bring that back. Did it with volleyball as well with Coach Ben Wallace, softball girls the other day, like a little bit of everything. So that's been really fun to bring back. And the camera quality has vastly changed in a great way from all the years ago before. So it's been really cool to bring it back and host it.
Is Coach Walden as crazy as is he? Because I heard he's like 0 to 100.
He's fired.
He's
He's fired up always.
He's always. I mean, I was talking with the guys from Mijo things the other day, and I was like, dude, this dude needs to relax. Because I was watching. There was a game on earlier last year that where the one game that I think the Miners won, they were up like 35 or some shit.
Yeah.
And there's like an offsides call in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Dude, he lost his shit
know.
on this kid.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, the game's already over.
Yeah,
Relax.
I know. Well,
But-
it's tough to watch.
Yeah, but at the same time, thinking about it like a coach wise, the fact that he still cares that deep
Yep.
just shows his dedication to the craft,
Yep.
to the program.
Absolutely.
Because I know, like my son. So like I was watching with my son, and my son was like, "Dude, why are they tearing his ass?" I was like, "Well, he fucked up. I bet
You're benched.
Yeah, I bet you he's not gonna
Next
fuck
guy.
up again. Especially when you're up by 4. He ain't gonna fuck up again like that.
No,
He
no.
gonna I was like, so son, think about it this way: if they're up 40 and he's getting his ass reamed, imagine if they were losing and he did that same.
Yeah.
Imagine how much worse it would have been.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that's going to
exactly.
make you not want to do that same mistake again.
Exactly.
Yeah, that dude is on one.
I love him though. And you
Yeah.
know what? From day one, I know there's so much feedback on both sides. People love him, they hate him, whatever. I love his energy. I've never met a coach like him ever in my whole life. And you know, like I love that energy. I think teams that have losing streaks need that.
Yeah.
Maybe the guys get frustrated, like maybe they're, oh God, here we go again. You know what I mean? But I think a team needs that. Like I really, really do like his energy. And it's funny you say that because my first interview I got to do with Coach Joe Golding. And it was really funny because he even told me, he goes, well, I may not have Scotty's energy, but I'm going to try my best. I said, I love that. I love that you said, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a known thing. Like, he's just so full of that energy and it's one of his traits about him, but it's what people love about him or hate about him. But I'm a fan 100%.
Is there ever an assignment that you've had or come across something like, you know what, today you're reporting on X, Y, or Z, and you're like, dude, I have no idea how the hell it's going to be hard to spin this one?
Yeah. I would say there's been like questions I've been asked that I'm like I have to be very careful sometimes with like the way that I answer things. Not because I'm trying to filter it, because I say everything how I think it and I lay it kind of all out there. But I would say for like not ruining relationships, because I really do have such good relationships with a lot of the people that I've worked with, and I always plan on keeping it that way. Like I have an obligation to the audience, and I will always answer a question as truthfully as I can. But I would definitely say there hasn't necessarily been like an interview, but I've been asked questions where people are like, hey, like, what do you know about this? And I'm like, sorry, like, I know I'm a certified gossiper, like as a journalist, like people say it's like, oh, you just get paid to gossip, but it's like, no, like I really do. I care about these athletes and their stories, and I do care about the program and just keeping those good relationships. So I would say a couple times I've been asked some things like that. People just want the scoop, they want the drama, whatever. Yep. You guys can just go on Twitter, you'll see it all there. Like, you know, FitFam will lay it out for you. You know what I mean? But
if it's on FitFam, it's certified.
Yeah, so you know how that is. But I'm like, you guys can just go check the internet. It'll tell you everything you want. Like I don't need to be the one to do it. So yeah, I definitely try to keep those relationships good.
Is there, from the many, I know, like you said, there's so many athletes that you've been able to speak to. Yeah. So many people from, different walks of life. Is there one that just, no matter what, like you had you always have a certain perception about somebody, right? Yeah. Before they open their mouth. Off the camera or off the field, is there one person that stands out to you no matter what? That's like, dude, I was completely wrong on this guy, or this girl,
that's good.
One way or the other. That's
a really good question. I would say, probably in my undergrad, there was a couple. Not people like not that I would name their names anyways, but I remember once or twice where they were very, very like quiet and reserved, and I thought like, oh, they're gonna be really serious like in this interview. And they got on and they were just smiling away and laughing. And I was like, who are you? Like, you are not like this. Yeah. But I guess it's good I could bring that out. And then maybe like just asking him questions. I don't know. A lot of people I would say that I've interviewed are pretty much the same as they are on camera. I'd like to think that they are. At least anytime I've seen them, maybe outside of work, they've always been the same. Some of them act like they don't know me, like even though I go to school with them, like I see them every day and they'll still walk by and they're kind of like, hey, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm like, hi, you, like I know you, like I spoke with you last week, like you can say hi, it's okay, like I promise I'm really nice. Really nice. So it's kind of funny because I would say I get a little bit more of that where they'll kind of act like, oh, I don't really know you, you know what I mean?
That's because you don't want to. When you're walking by somebody, you don't want to be like, hey, oh shit.
Yeah, well, and I don't want to be that one. Like, I don't expect them to know me like that. I don't say that in that way. I say it more with the intention of like, hey, I spoke with you last week. Like, how's your week going? You know what I mean? Some of them are just they kind of hide a little bit. So
well, they don't want you to come back and say, hey, you got another minute?
I know. Okay.
Let's
like, get over here. I got a question for you.
We got more questions for you.
I know.
But your one thing I will say is that your energy is very, what's the word? Infectious. Your energy is very. I'll be like you can like it's an amazing. You're perfect for what you're doing.
Thank you.
I know there's a lot of times where, from what I've seen, there's certain reporters that have a certain way, or they think about themselves a certain way.
Yes.
And they think that any question that they ask has to get answered because of who they think they are.
Yeah.
And that ruins sometimes relationships or interviews, and that's when it causes, certain friction that's hard to overcome, because once you have that once you get off to that bad start, it's hard to come back no matter what.
It is.
But luckily, you have the energy that's perfect for it.
Well, thank you.
So
I appreciate
you're
that.
you're in the right spot.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I would say, too, I notice it as well. Like, a lot of people think that the job is just, putting on the makeup and talking to the athletes all day. And I'm like, well, yeah, part of it is. Like, I think the makeup and the outfits are fun. Like, I love dressing up. I love picking out outfits and heels and yada, yada. Like, that's a fun part of the gig.
Yeah.
But for me, like, it really is. It's not about me. And that's one thing I was told starting out is they were like, it's not about you. It is not about you. It is about them. And that's how I've always taken my career on is I'm like, yeah, if I'm not, we're doing an interview and I get pushed out of the camera, good.
Yeah.
Like, I want people to focus on what he has to say. And hopefully I set up the question well enough that he gives a great answer. So I would say definitely I've come across that too. People that maybe are wanting to get into it or they're already in it. I would say it's more tricky to find people that want to work in the industry, not for the good reasons. I mean, I take that back. There's tons of great people that work in the industry for all of the good reasons, but there's still that handful and it comes across. Like, you can tell whenever people are being inauthentic or not themselves. So I've always oh my goodness, here we go with the sayings and the words. Goodness, I'm supposed to be good with words.
She even stops to think
He's like,
about
you're
it.
in the
She's
right
"Wait a minute."
spot. I'm like, yeah, except I barely speak my own native language, English.
It's all circle talk.
I know, right?
It's like watching. It looks like Kamala,
edit that out. No, I'm
like
just kidding.
like Kamala Harris all over again. Just fucking
Blah,
circle
blah,
talk.
blah. Who knows? Who knows what she's getting?
all circle talk.
No one has any idea what Paige is saying.
So
End
she
of
said
story.
yes. So basically, she said yes.
So yeah, I always try to be the reporter that is very authentic. I really do try to build relationships with people that I'm covering because at the end of the day, yeah, my job is what it is, but like, it is who I am, but I also make sure that like I have friends, like they are, and I'm happy for them with their successes and hope for quick recoveries for whoever it is. You know what I mean? So, thank you though. I appreciate that. It's a very kind compliment.
It's like I said, you're in the right spot.
Thank you.
While watching, when journalism now, because now journalism is such an ugly word nowadays because you have so many people that are just, like you were saying, instead of putting the story about the person or the athlete, they'd rather put themselves first and be first instead of being right.
Right. Yeah.
And that's a huge problem nowadays. And there's so many talking heads on all the different networks and Twitter and or X now, what it's called, or Instagram.
I still call it Twitter. Yeah.
Like, do you get annoyed by when you're seeing these talking heads and you're like, dude, we ask you a question about LeBron and you're talking about yourself the whole time.
Yeah.
Focus.
Yes, definitely. Definitely you see a couple of those squirrel moments where you're like, okay, lock back in. Yeah, for sure. For sure. 100%.
Do you get tired of when these guys go on their little rants about just like this, when they have the hottest takes that just makes no sense? You're like, dude, why are we doing this? Yeah.
Or one thing for me, I definitely could speak on just from watching interviews is like, I know it happened to Aaron Andrews where like, she'll ask a guy a question and he'll be like, go off on some tangent. Like after a game, they won a game, he's hyped. And then he starts talking about like, what the haters said. And I'm just like, okay, like, yeah, you can do that. But I'm also like, she asked you a question. Like you didn't even answer it really.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
like I'm kind of like, okay, answer it and then go off. You know what I'm saying? Like go off, but there's a time and a place for it.
Hell yeah. Get the answer first.
Get that. But hey, everything's on media though. So they're trying to get that clip that, that hot hit. So, I mean, yeah, it is kind of frustrating. I would say it's a tough era for me to try to build this career. More so because the job outlets right now, like it's really tough. It's such a niche market. And what I'm finding is if you're not good at 3 things at once, like you're not getting a job. Yeah. Or if you are, it's not necessarily what you want. So luckily I've had the ability to be great at a couple different things. Like I've tried, I mean, I wouldn't say great, but I've been able to really, really work on them in the last couple years. Yeah. Which really just helps build the resume and my reels, if you will. So I would say that's one of the toughest things though, is like, you got to be good at everything to get a job. So I'm finding that out pretty quickly. I'm graduating in May. So looking at some opportunities and trying to figure things out. But yeah, it's a tough era for media and sports and in the combo of both. I mean, it's tough out there. Like it is. And especially for the athletes, like you do one thing wrong and it's out there. You know what I mean? Yep. It'll be over in a week, but
it's out there
the next thing happened.
It's out there forever.
Exactly. So it's definitely a tough industry for that reason.
So for this industry, so it's so male oriented.
Yeah.
How tough do you see it? Has it been a tougher road? Do you feel it's been a tougher road because you're a female, or is it more because of the content that's out there? Because I know there was that big thing. Was it a few months ago with on what is it, Fox or FSN or whatever, with Joy? I can't remember her name. She used to be on First Take or whatever. Then they had said the only reason that she's anywhere or whatever is because of her looks or because of whatever side action, whatever it was.
Sure.
And it's always difficult, especially because you have so many of these people that are ex-athletes that are the ones that are given a lot more power nowadays.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
You know, with that power, you unfortunately, when it gets to their head, they use it for, you know, the mischievous things.
Their side quest.
There you go. Their side quest.
Yeah.
Do you find that to be the case, or is it more just? Do you think it's actually still based on merit?
It's really funny you ask that because I just had this conversation the other day.
Okay.
Every event I have worked has been wonderful. I have not had a single problem with like male identity or male ego getting in the way of my work. Ironically, the only issues I've ever had is with like security.
Oh shit.
Which is really funny. Like I texted Adrian the other day and I was like, I don't think security likes me. And I was like, but don't worry, I'm on best behavior. Like, you know what I mean?
I got it.
So it's kind of funny because people working events, as far as that perspective, I've never had issues except for twice, where it wasn't a situation where I felt. Long story short, there was a guy next to me doing the same thing that I was. He was with some other like outlet. It wasn't. I was working with another friend of mine, and him and I were kind of co-hosting this event or like co-producing it, whatever, for social media. Another guy that was very similar to what we were doing had the same credential on that we did, and I was only the one that was being told I couldn't stand there, but it was two men that were near me, so I was kind of like, well, I've never been one to say like, oh, my life is hard because I'm like a woman. I'm not. Like I have thick skin. I grew up, you know, with discipline. I grew up with that hockey. Yeah, like I didn't grow up in a soft world. Like I grew up, you know, this is what it is. Figure it out. Like get it done. Get the job done. Whatever you got to do, get done what you need to get done. So it really wasn't until like recently where that kind of happened where I was like, come on, dude. And I told the guy, I said, so that guy right there, you're telling me like he isn't doing the same thing. Yeah, like what? I'm like, we have the same credential on right now. And he was like, no, you got to go over there. So I was like, okay. It's really only ever been moments like those. And it's not even with people that I'm working with. Like it's security. Like, come on, dude. I'm like, I promise I can be here. You know, I'm covering the event. Like I promise.
There's 7 people here.
I swear.
There's fucking 7 people.
I know. I know. And I'm helping y'all. Like if I wasn't here, you know what I mean?
What else would know?
I know. No, it's just those couple of little things that I've noticed that like where I literally called my parents after and they'll probably watch this and say, yeah, like, you know. But I called them and I was like, this was my first moment of like being a woman in sports. Is I was like, there was literally a dude doing the same thing I was, not getting anything for it.
Right.
So only those things though. And I would say, yeah, like we look at, the other day a video went viral of Laura Rutledge. She was sprinting across the field and all the comments, which I usually don't get wrapped up in those, but it blew up on social media and everybody was saying like, oh, if that was a man, she wouldn't have to be sprinting. You know, like, I don't know. Those kinds of things, I just kind of stay out of them because I just do my job and I do it the best that I can unless it directly is impacting me. So I would say like, the industry, yes, it's definitely male dominated, but now more than ever, we're seeing like women crush it in these roles. Like we had our first head coach in the NHL be a woman the other. Oh my goodness, I should know this. And I think it was a team. She just recently got, and I don't know if it was a head coach, but she's the assistant coach, and we've never seen that before. Yeah. So now more than ever, we're getting more like acceptance, if you will. Right. But there's still some battles you just gotta kind of go through. But that's why you got to build some thick skin. Because like. Yeah, there we go with the words again. Goodness
that's
gracious.
when you get worked up
like,
and just
I know.
There's so much you just want to come
English. Yeah, so you just got to get that thick skin and move on and do your job because at the end of the day, like that's the only thing you can focus on. So
yeah, that's I mean,
it's how she goes.
You can't. You're not wrong on that. If you had a chance to pick your sport as far as for being the sideline reporter, you know, what would be your main focus? What would you wish if it was for like your dream job?
Yeah.
Which one would it be? Which sport would you like to be the sideline reporter of? Which sport is Paige Wood the voice of?
Ooh, I love that. I would say NHL right now. I love hockey.
That's
I just
wild.
love it.
Which is your team?
Well, Toronto Maple Leafs, but they're not very good. So Dallas Stars all the way.
Okay, there
Dallas
we go.
Stars all day. But no, I am. So my dad's Canadian, like I've mentioned.
Yeah.
So the Toronto Maple Leafs I always grew up watching them as well, but not the greatest. So the winning team that I root for is the Dallas Stars typically.
winning
So
team.
yeah, they win a little bit more. So it's a little bit easier to
Okay.
root for. But those are really my two teams. Or my other dream random job, if it was ever an option, would be to cover F1.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they only
F1.
travel to Monaco
yeah,
and,
to the fucking
and
legit spots.
Venice and Vegas. I mean, yeah, they go to the terrible spots, right?
I've never been able to watch an F1.
Really?
No,
It's. I would say it more blew up now because of like
Oh,
the
movie.
Netflix series, yeah, and the
Oh,
movie
yeah.
even, yeah, they came out with like Drive to Survive on Netflix, and then the movie came out recently, so
Yeah.
it's gaining traction, and I think it's
Yeah.
something that a lot of people, if they start watching it, they'll really see just how insane that sport is. So
I mean, the reaction time these guys have is fucking
they're training.
amazing.
Have you ever seen like what they do for training?
I've seen a little bit.
Their neck strength, and they
Yeah.
work with G-force, and I'm like, I don't know another athlete that really works with
No.
force like that.
No,
So
that's
I love
bonkers.
it, and I've really recently more gotten into it. I would say in the last couple years, it's definitely out of my comfort zone as far as
Right.
coverage and knowledge on the sport. But I'm okay with being like uncomfortable for trying to learn
Right.
something new. So
Well, yeah.
that would be a dream for sure. One of
Damn,
those two.
F1.
But football also, I've grown a deep love for football after covering UTEP, even though our season wasn't great. But you know,
No,
that would
it's
be
UTEP.
awesome too.
It's UTEP.
UTEP,
I mean,
know.
it's tailgating 101.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, what's your squad as far as for the majors on the NFL? Do you have one?
No, I mean,
That's a good answer.
yeah,
That's what,
yeah,
that's a great answer.
no,
It's like, no, but whoever wants to hire me,
yeah, exactly. I know. I'm open, free to work. Just let me know. Email me.
we could get this going.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of just it's again the industry's weird. Where I would love to get contracted with a team or just with the network
Yeah.
or with any form of covering it. Anything that's about a 12-hour game day, I'm in.
Yeah.
Anything like that, really.
Damn.
Yeah.
Be the next Adam Schefter for
Yeah. Yes.
NHL. That'd be wild.
That would be awesome.
So your dad probably knows Corey then, huh? Corey from the Rhinos.
Yeah, I think so.
I wouldn't. Corey knows a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, probably. It seems that way too. I
Yeah.
feel like my dad knows everybody. He's like, "Oh yeah, I know him. I played hockey with him." And I'm like, "What? I've never heard of him."
No,
So definitely, I think he has. My dad spoke with Steve Kaplowitz the other day
Okay.
at the radio station, and
Yeah.
they were talking some names, and I was just sitting there nodding, like,
Not
"Yeah,
really.
back in '90, yeah, whatever." I'm like, I don't know. I was.
Have you had a chance to talk to Corey's daughter?
I have not. No.
Corey's daughter is a beast.
Is she?
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to,
Okay.
So I think she was part of the Mexican national team.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I know
Yeah.
who you're talking about. I haven't met her, but
Yeah.
she is killer. She's crushing it.
Yeah, so if you ever get a chance,
That's
I
right.
mean, if you ever want to have a good a piece on somebody to spotlight,
Heck yeah.
Corey's daughter.
That's awesome.
Just
That's
FYI,
awesome.
and
That's
then I mean,
right.
yeah, she's a
superstar.
She's special.
Yeah.
she's young too.
So
she's,
talented. So incredibly talented.
Yeah, so I'll be just keeping that woman power out there.
Yeah, heck yeah, I'm in. I'm in for it.
All right, so now we're gonna get to the point of the show. It's called
Okay.
our little segment called 10 Shots, No Chaser. This
Okay.
is the Paige Wood edition. What it is, again, like I said, 10 random questions that I kind of wrote out earlier, thanks to ChatGPT. And
Gotta love it.
hey, work smarter, not harder. So it's going to be 10 random questions, and I believe I threw in a bonus question, if I remember correctly. So the point is just random questions, spitfire, kind of go through them as quick as we can, get honest answers, and just go from there. So
Okay.
right off the bat, if golf had a walkout music like boxing, what song plays when you step up?
Something from Little Uzi Vert. I know. Curveball. You
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
expecting- I know.
What's your most irrational golf superstition, even if you pretend you don't have one?
Wow. So much for rapid fire.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay, you don't have any at all?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I
Okay.
don't.
If your golf bag could only carry 3 snacks forever, what snacks are you taking with you?
Some trail mix. Probably like an apple or like a fruit in there. We'll throw a fruit in there.
Okay.
and like a Red Bull if I could. Does that count? I
You don't
know.
need more
Throw it
energy,
in
girl.
there.
You don't need more energy. As a graduate athlete, how different is your mindset now compared to when you first started college golf?
It's completely shifted.
Okay, how?
Having experience now and learning things not only in this sport but who I am as an athlete has completely changed my mind. I'm a lot more patient now. I say less bad words now on the golf course, and I've accepted that golf is something that I do. It's not who I am.
Okay. How do you mentally recover after a terrible round when everybody still expects you to compete at a high level?
I wish I knew. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
All those Red Bulls.
I'm still figuring that out.
It's all those Red Bulls.
No, I would say having phone calls with people that I love really helps a lot. Getting some self-confidence. I'm actually going through that right now. I haven't had a great season here at UTEP, so
Okay.
it's been tough. I've been struggling as far as golf-wise, so just focusing on the next day and focusing on practice tomorrow and what can I do to be better, just 1% better every day. So
Okay.
definitely phone calls with loved ones helps out a lot, and maybe like a weekend out with a friend. I don't know, just as something to switch it up, you know?
Okay. Just to get it completely off your mind. All right.
yeah.
What pressure do people not understand about competing at the college level?
It takes another type of person to be able to compete really well. I would say the ability to be consistent. It's really, really tough to be consistent, especially in a sport like golf.
Yeah.
So people assume like, oh, she's either good at golf or bad at golf. If you look at the pro tour, your number one player drops down to like middle of the pack the next week.
Yeah.
So I would say for someone that doesn't know, for golf, it's tough to be consistent, but that's the
Yeah.
fun in the game.
Okay. What do people assume about golfers that is completely wrong?
That we're boring. We're not boring, and it's not an old man sport.
Yeah, well, John Daly will say some bitches. Wow.
Yeah, he is.
That motherfucker is wow. I would love to hang out with him for a weekend.
Me too.
I don't think I'd make it back.
His son's pretty funny too,
Really?
from what I've seen. Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
If golf carts could talk, what would yours expose about you?
Oh my gosh. Probably like this girl's crazy.
she cray.
She's mental.
Is that Uzi? Is that little Uzi Vert?
It would probably expose me for still my. I said I say less bad words, but it would still probably pick up like hot mic. Like it would pick up the couple that I still say. Yeah, really, just that I'm really, really competitive.
That's
so
good.
like the more mad I get, sometimes the more I can pull off.
Okay.
Which is kind of the opposite in golf, but I found it works for me. So
Okay. If you get one mulligan in real life and not golf, what are you using it on?
probably quitting gymnastics at a young age. I wish I could have done it a little bit farther just to see where it would have taken me. But I still probably wouldn't change that because I think everything happens how it's supposed to happen.
Right.
So I think it brought me to the right spot quitting when I did. But I would love, though, just to get like one more chance on the bars or on the beam, probably.
Okay. Then the final bonus question.
Okay.
If golf suddenly allowed one ridiculous rule change, what chaos are you adding?
Shit talking.
During the swing?
All of it.
Oh.
I love it. I think that's the one thing about golf that, like, if we were allowed to be rowdy, I mean, I know the Live has kind of brought that in a little bit more, but I love the chirps. Like, I'm all about it, and I
Right.
wish we could do it in tournaments. Because if we could, I mean, my teammates know, my coach knows, my parents know, like, I would be top of the leaderboard there. I could throw off any opponent. I mean, I feel like that is something I could definitely bring to the table, but gotta keep it in the head for now instead. So,
There you go. 10 shots, no chaser, the Paige Wood edition. But let me ask you this: during the college, right? Your game, if you're playing at a tournament, at the collegiate level, are you allowed to drink on the golf course while you're?
No.
No,
Definitely not. Like, I would say if it's like, I would say like, anyways, my whole team is like under 21 for the most part anyways, but like, I wish we could almost sometimes. Cause like, I think it would be really fun, at a collegiate level, like just to go out with girls that are just as good as you and see how much it throws them off.
Yeah.
I know that like with my dad once before, like I've gone out and I've had like a drink and I'm like, I don't know if I like this putt. Like now I get all in my head. I'm like, wait, like, my dad is the opposite though. Like I see so many of the boys that go out and they're like, nah, I need another one. I'm like, oh, let's keep it rolling.
Yeah.
I think it would be like, yeah, we're just not allowed to. We're not. But I mean, it's a different type of golf. Like
Right.
it's so different. Like just from the weekend golf and
Yeah.
the fun drinking and this and that golf compared to like what we do. We're super locked in, super focused. Like it's so different. So
Yeah.
different.
I mean, so going back to the answer that you give about the shit talking,
Yeah.
how quick do you think it would get racial? Because I mean, it's just
Hopefully not.
that shit would get. I think it would get racial real quick.
Who knows?
That
Who
shit would get
knows?
off the hinge really fast.
Yeah. Who
They'd
knows?
be like, hey, you gotta
They'd be
cut
like,
that.
I
Well, that
know.
lasted a whole 20 seconds.
Yeah. Well, like, and I went to the Ryder Cup this last year. I was so fortunate to be able to. And I don't know if you may have heard or not, but like from social media, the fans this year were terrible. Like the
Really?
things that they were saying were so bad to the players. And we haven't really like heard it like that in a while. Obviously it's the Ryder Cup, so it's a little bit more rowdy. It's not like the Waste Management or Waste whatever that tournament in Arizona. I'm already forgetting that tournament. Goodness gracious.
You know, whatever tournament
And she
they
doesn't
play.
watch golf either. It was crazy though what they were saying, like the stuff that they pull out of the dungeon of things that they have
Yeah.
on you, these fans. I was kind of looking around. I was like, dang, like these guys are gonna get kicked out. Like it
Yeah.
is still golf, you know what I mean? Like they're still, you know, they still have that level of expectation of politeness. But
Yeah.
I wish we could bring it out. I think it'd be so fun.
That would be
It'd be so
wild.
fun. You go to a college tournament and everybody's like smack talking. You're like, oh my god, these kids are crazy. But I think it would throw a lot of people off. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, the main point of golf is the quiet essence of it and the welcome back to the Masters. Like, you know what I mean? It would throw everything
respectfulness
off.
of it.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
I think if you're able to do like I don't know anything on the while they're swinging, I think you know
Yeah.
any kind of the bullhorns or just anything that
Right?
it would just be amazing just to see that because you're that locked in and then you hear
yeah.
something when you're
Yeah.
the aftermath. I would love to see like son of a
yeah.
have
Yeah,
a
the
go off on
uncensored
the people.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love that shit. That shit would
Right?
be amazing.
I know, right? I know. Maybe one day. Maybe we'll turn around here in 30 years and they'll be
well-
like, oh, here's the swearing tour. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I mean, I think it'd be a little bit different. Well, with the younger crowd nowadays, 'cause I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like our generations are a little bit different. You know,
Yeah.
shit talking because like with us, it'd get personal real fast.
Yeah.
And I know with everybody else nowadays, it's the
Yeah.
political correctness and all that
Sure,
shit would
sure.
be. The shit talking would be way different.
Yeah.
So
I think it would.
I think the older
think
guys
it
would be all right. I'd be like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
he saying? The younger ones are all crying and shit.
Right, yeah. We need to
In a
like keep
fetal
a
position.
box of tissues on each tee box. Like, it's okay, keep going. You
Every
can do
third hole, you need a hug.
Oh my gosh.
You need to hug a bear or some shit.
it. Yeah.
No, these guys would be savages.
For sure.
Oh, dude, I would have I would love it at that point. I would have a fucking field day. I would. That's the only reason I would go. It's just
field day.
relief.
Just to heckle the people.
Oh yeah, just to get all the shit off my
be so
chest and come
fun.
home a happy guy.
That would be awesome. And I hope that day comes for you. I really do.
I doubt it, but
Maybe we'll see it. Maybe we'll see it.
we'll see. So if people want to follow you and learn more about you and hear more about you, where can people find you and where can they follow you?
Sure. On Instagram, I'm very active on Instagram. That's probably the social media I use the most. So Paige Wood, some other girl named Paige Wood, took my name on as my handle, so I have PAIIGE
Okay.
instead. It's
What
not
is
how I
that?
spell
What's
my
that
name.
other page would do?
I don't know. I should probably look. I don't
Yeah.
know. I've always wanted to change my handle just because I'm like, my name isn't spelled with two I's, but
Yeah.
she took it. Paige Wood took it. So I would say Instagram, I'm really active, and X, PaigeWood25. I usually will post more game day updates. Like I use that more for work.
Okay.
And yeah, those are really the main two. You can usually follow me along at or on TV, hopefully, if you see
There you
me
go.
broadcasting a game and come up and say hi. I promise I'm friendly. I'm not scary. Like I will love to say hi to people.
Yeah.
If you guys ever come across me or just say, hey, I heard you here, I heard you there. Like I love chatting with people. So please
Awesome.
come and say hi.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those names because
I know.
we used to have a former a podcast and it was called The Words on Fire. So and again it was within the similar idea the unfiltered, uncensored.
Yeah.
But when we started doing YouTube, there was already the word on fire, and it was a religious. It was a priest who would come on to the word of God. So you'd get either the devil or the God. That's why I was saying you got to
You
be
didn't know. You didn't
be
know.
mindful
Yes.
of the names because I
Yes,
mean,
definitely.
you know, because if the other girl, you know, the other Paige with the one eye is some
Yeah,
OnlyFans
true.
girl or some
Oh,
shit
that'd be
like that.
bad.
Yeah, you could
That'd
be
be
just,
bad.
you know, the.
You're right. I
Yeah.
need to like change. I know. I should go fact check that. That's why I need a manager.
I'm just saying, just
Getting
double
out of
check
hand
because
quickly. I
you don't want to
know.
be like, oh yeah, you're not the girl from OnlyFans.
Right. Yeah.
Or you don't want your
Scary,
somebody from your
scary.
family looking you up by accident like,
Oh
when
my
the hell did you
gosh,
change
can
your
you
hair?
Imagine. I know that they're like a lot of times whenever I'll like try to Google like handles or things like that.
Yeah.
I know like Paige the wrestler will always pop up, but
Okay.
she's like super like dark hair, like looks completely different. And I'm like, yeah, that's not me. Like I'm definitely
yeah.
not as tough as her. So
You never know.
yeah.
You never know.
My,
Wrestling is
my
scripted.
ring debut, we'll see. We'll
Hey,
see.
if you want to, I know some people for you.
Okay.
We'll get you in the ring.
Ooh. It's already off to a bad start here. Don't watch that. Yeah.
So, but
She clearly needs help with this. Yeah, whatever this is.
yeah,
right?
they were,
Oof.
and she's knocked out.
Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much.
So, if you guys want to hear either the Minor Minute, is the Minor Minute on YouTube?
Yes, it is as well.
Okay.
YouTube and Minor Vision.
And then do you put all your upload all your interviews onto the YouTubes?
I don't, only because some of them I have the videos and some of them I don't. Like they're usually just up on Minor Vision for sure.
Okay.
But I usually try to upload everything that I have up onto my Instagram.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, there you go. Make sure you guys follow her Paige Wood with 2 eyes.
Yep.
Make sure you guys get lock into her because she is a gas ball of fire. Let me tell you, her laughter, her love for what she does is very infectious. It's
Thank you.
amazing and it's great. It's great to see people doing something that they love, and you can tell they're naturals at it.
Thank you.
And it's good to see that. And I've always been thrilled with the fact that we could tell people's stories, hence the reason of the podcast.
Sure.
And the fact that you're able to magnify somebody's voice, story, and or whatever they're going through in a positive light, or just in a light so people could have a fair assessment and make their judgment off of the truth and not just whatever we want to spin.
Yeah.
It's great what you're doing. I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
You'll be getting out of that slump soon. I know it. I know it.
It's around the corner.
I feel it. I feel it. If
Thank
not,
you.
we'll go out for drinks and we'll get you out of that slump.
I'll tell you all about my doubles.
There
No,
you
just
go.
kidding.
So make sure you guys
No.
follow her, the Paige Wood with 2 eyes. Follow her on the Minor Minute and everything that she's doing. Show her some love for the way that she's giving these people love. Until next time, guys, don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces.